Hey friends, today we are checking into Disney's Port Orleans Resort and I am so excited. This resort is so beautiful and I want to give you a full tour. They also recently updated the rooms, so I can't wait to show you what the new rooms look like, and I want to enjoy the amenities, maybe do some fishing and a horse carriage ride, who knows. So we're gonna eat some food, explore the resort, and have a beautiful Port Orleans Resort kind of night. Anywho's, let's go do this. It is such a beautiful day out today. Temperatures are in the low 70s. We've got blue skies and sunshine, and I'm excited for a little staycation at Port Orleans, and I can't wait to share all of my experiences with you. Disney's Port Orleans Resort is a moderate resort, so it's not the cheapest, but it's also not the most expensive. It's right in the middle, and the room tonight cost me $270, and I love staying here. I feel like they have so many activities and amenities. You have boat transportation to Disney Springs, live entertainment with Yeehaw Bob and the River Roost, and like I mentioned, fishing, horse-drawn carriage rides, and some pretty amazing pools. So I kind of want to show you everything. And the best part is it's pet friendly, so Gracie's gonna be staying with me. I think we should start by showing you guys the new rooms, and we're actually staying in Magnolia Bend, and this area is so pretty. You got a gazebo right here, and I just love the outside, the area itself. It's so amazing, and people actually get married here, like they have wedding ceremonies at the resort. And there's two different sections in Riverside. You have Alligator Bayou and, like I said, Magnolia Bend here, and this is Oak Manor, and I believe our room is right over here. Gracie's in there already, so might as well give you a room tour. I went in and set up the room already and got Gracie settled in, and it's themed to Princess and the Frog, but don't get mistaken, because they also have royal princess rooms that are a bunch of different princesses. The new rooms are just about Tiana, and I like it. I think they're really, really nice. And here is our room for this evening. I love all of the Princess and the Frog artwork and the Dalmatian on the bed. Look at little Gracie girl. Are you relaxing? Are you hanging out at Port Orleans? Now I want to give you guys a little bit of a room tour and unpack and get all settled in. Like I mentioned, these rooms were just recently updated, and I love all of the artwork, and I feel like it's very spacious. It kind of reminds me of the Grand Floridian a little bit. You can hear the jazz music coming from the TV. They ended up giving us a chocolate riverboat. Look at that, a white chocolate riverboat along with some bottled water in the cooler for my enjoyment. Very fancy. Gracie's still hanging out in the bed. She's got a Mickey towel. I love when housekeeping does this. It's the little things that make Disney stand out. The headboards look like the bayou, and I love all of the designs on everything. The pillows, the tile in the bathroom there, and they have a coffee corner. It says Tiana's Place in the top there, just like Tiana's Bayou Adventure. And the bathroom's pretty spacious too. 2 sinks, plenty of storage. You got an iron board, and then a nice big mirror here, more storage space. The bathroom is over on this side right here, and I like that they have this tile. I think it just looks clean. Like I said, it looks completely different than what I remember when I stayed here before, and I think Gracie likes it. You like it here? You're just sitting there on the bed, looking out the window? She keeps looking at people walking by. She loves people watching. I do too. You guys let me know what you think of the rooms. I think it's perfectly themed to New Orleans, and that's one thing I love about Disney. I love immersiveness and storytelling, and if I'm staying at a New Orleans themed resort, I want to feel like I'm in New Orleans, and there's a lot of really cool things you can do at this resort. Like I said, they have fishing, they've got horse carriage rides around the resort, you can go check out Yeehaw Bob at the River Roost, they have sit-down dining, it's called Boatwrights, and we're going to get a reservation and eat there later on because I want to show you the restaurant. And of course, you can go over to the French Quarter, get some beignets, and just hang out and relax. And I want to take it all in, show you the best Port Orleans has to offer. Well, I think Gracie claimed this bed for herself. She hasn't actually moved from there yet. And when you stay here with your pets, they give you a goodie bag. And I love the bag itself. It's got Pluto on it, and it comes with a little mat, some poop bags, maps so that you can see where all of the dog release stations are, and a bowl for water down here. They only give you one bowl though, but I have Gracie's bowls. I always bring them with me. And now I think we're going to go out and explore around a little bit. What do you say, Gracie? You want to go for a walk? You want to go see some of the resort? Make room for Princess Gracie. Here we go. We're gonna go explore around the different areas of the resort, Alligator Bayou, and then probably later on tonight we'll go over to French Quarter. I just like getting Gracie out a little bit. She loves seeing all the resorts. Here is a look at the map of the resort, and it's broken up between Riverside and French Quarter. French Quarter is over here, and it's basically a resort on its own. I'm probably going to focus just on Riverside because that's where we're staying. And you have Alligator Bayou and Magnolia Bay, and then right in the center here, that's where the big pool is, the fishing hole. They have hammocks all around here. I think we're staying maybe over here, and then this is the front lobby. This is where all the restaurants and the food spots are. But I definitely do want to go gander over to French Quarter later on. They've got some pretty good food over there, some live music, and some beignets. They got hammocks, Grace. Look. You want to sit on the hammock with me? Come on. Wow. If this isn't the most relaxing thing, Grace, come here. I don't think Gracie likes the hammock. I don't know, she's afraid of the hammock. She's a very antisocial kind of dog. She keeps her circles small, and she doesn't like to socialize that much. But that's okay. We're just gonna walk around a little bit, and then probably I'll take her back to the room so she's a little bit more comfortable. They have a nice little playground over here along with the main pool that has a water slide. I love the pool here at Port Orleans, and this whole area is just fun to hang out. This is Muddy Rivers, which is the pool bar, and they have a bunch of different games there. Later on tonight, they're gonna have campfire on the bayou here. Campfire on the bayou. I love coming here, and I think they give you free marshmallows, but you gotta pay for the s'mores kit. And then over here, they got the fishing hole. This is one of my favorite things to do at this resort. I love going fishing, and it's kind of like old school fishing. They give you like a stick as a pole. I don't want to do it right now because Gracie's walking with me, but we'll come back out. I got to get my fishing in. I think I might take Gracie back to the room because the fishing hole lets the last pole go out at 1 p.m. So you got to get your fishing in before 1. And if you do come to the resort, I always like to come early in the day. You can check in as early as 11 a.m. I know it says 3 p.m. on the website, like check-in is 3 to 4. But if the room's ready, they usually just let you go in and enjoy. And that's what happened today. So we got like a whole extra day to, enjoy all the activities. Here are the rooms over in Alligator Bayou. These kind of more have like that bayou look to them. Magnolia Bend, I feel like, is more like a southern charm. Either way, I think all of them are the same on the inside. I don't know if they have different rooms. Oh wait, yeah, these ones are different. I don't think these are updated. So we got lucky. We got the newest rooms. All right, Gracie, your royal suite is ready. There we go. We're back. You happy now? You gonna drink some water? I don't get to tell Gracie when she's done. She tells me. When she gets tired, she just lays down in the grass and doesn't move. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's enough. Will you hang out here? I'll be back in a little bit. As some of you guys know, I've been battling some health issues the past couple of weeks, so I haven't been able to post many videos, and I'm sorry if I let any of you guys down. I always try to at least post one video a week, but, I had to rest up and heal, and I'm starting to feel a lot better. The doctor said it was okay to get out and start doing your normal activities, but just take it easy. And, you know, doing a staycation here at Port Orleans with Gracie, it's probably the easiest thing we could do. And now I'm going to go do some fishing and relax a little bit. And thank you guys for all the well wishes. And like I said, I'm sorry I was MIA, but I should be back as good in just a couple of days. Well, now I'm at Port Orleans. And we have made it to the fishing hole. It's about $7 per half an hour or per rod. And like I said, they use old-timey fishing rods, just sticks. And you don't have to cast or reel anything in. And then they also have bait here too. And I think they have snacks as well. Here is a look at some of the fish you can catch. Bluegills, largemouth bass, catfish, sunfish, a lot of good stuff. And I've got my bait. They gave me some hot dogs and I got my stick and I'm ready to go. And you can fish off of any of these docks. They have nice umbrellas to keep you shaded because it can get hot out here. Look at how cool this fishing rod is. They got the hooks right on the bottom here, and they're real hooks, so you gotta be careful. And like I said, no reel, no cast, nothing. You just put some hot dog on there and throw it out. You and me go fishing in the dark. Take me fishing.org. It's my little fishing jingle. Oh wow, I actually see some fish down there. Holy moly. We gotta bait up this rod. There we go. See, got the hot dog, hot diggity dog. I feel like they're gonna eat this and run probably. And then got the bobber there. And then like I said, you just drop it on in. Yep. I'll just set it in there gently. Oh, I see a couple fishes right there. They're on it. They're biting it, they're eating it. I appreciate it. Somebody just brought me a little container of worms because I don't think the hot dogs are doing it. The fish love the hot dogs. Like, they're eating it, but it's like they're just eating it and then leaving the skin. They're actually eating all the meat off of it. Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm all tangled up in fish wire. I don't know if you can see them bluegill in there. Look at that. Staring right at me. I got my pole right here. Come on. Don't you want a hot dog? I'll give you a hot dog if you bite it, or a worm. The fishing line is just tied to this stick, and the bobber doesn't actually sit on top of the water because you're too high up. So I have to literally kind of like put it down in there just so it can bob down through. But nothing's biting yet. I see some big fishes in there, but I don't think they know. I don't think they know. Well, it doesn't look like anything is biting, or should I say, I don't think anything is getting caught. They're biting, they're eating everything I throw out there, but they're not going on the hook, and that's all right. I like feeding fish. I just wish I can catch them, and everything is catch and release, but we're about to run out of time. I think it ends in about 15-20 minutes. And like I said, I've been on here for about a good hour. I saw some other people catching fish though. So, I mean, it is possible, but I just don't think today's my lucky day. So I think we'll wrap it up here. And in fact, I need to eat. They've been eating so good, I need some food. So maybe we'll go grab some lunch at the quick service. Now we got to give the leftover bait away. It's like a buffet for fish. You can see a lot of fish. Watch, they're going to come for them. Oh, of course. That is awesome. Look at them eat. I want to eat like that. Well, like I said, I'm glad the fish got to eat, and now I think I need to eat. And we have dining reservations at Boatwright, which is the sit-down restaurant later on tonight. So I think I want to go to the quick service so I can show you all the food options. They have Muddy Rivers right here. This is the pool bar that I was talking about before. I love chilling up there. It's very cozy and relaxing, and it's right next to the big pool. But they also have quiet pools in like each of the other buildings. But this is the only one that has a water slide and a hot tub. I love a hot tub. And I also want to go over to the French Quarter later tonight for dessert, because you know I got to get the beignets. But for food over here, you have the Riverside Mill, which is the quick service location. Then you got Boatwright's, which is the sit-down location. And then you can also get food at the River Roost, which is where it's kind of like a bar, it's a lounge. So it's mostly bar food, and that's where Yeehaw Bob is. But there's a lot of river things. River. I figured I would just walk through the lobby to show you guys what it's like. Over to the left here, we have the arcade, which is a pretty massive arcade, and they got massage chairs in there too. And then the lobby is to the right over here. I love this lobby. I think it's so pretty. And I think they also recently just redid it in here too. The furniture is very cozy. I could sit here and relax for a while. And then over here is where the gift shop is and a lot of the quick service restaurants. And it's got a nice little, I think you would call it a foyer. Yeah, look at this in here. Isn't that so nice? You can do charcuteries over here, or not charcuteries, characters. And then you got Fulton's General Store over here. I love this gift shop because it has like Mickey Mouse animatronics in it. And this is the River Roost. This is where I was talking about before that they have Yeehaw Bob performing. I think he does a couple of nights out of the week. And you can also get some bar food here when it's open. And then you just keep going straight. You'll have Boatwright's, which is the sit-down restaurant that we're going to be eating at later on tonight. I don't think it's open right now, so we can get a good look at it. Oh, it is open. I see people in there eating right now. Oh no, this is like an arts and crafts. That's kind of cool. Look at the gigantic boat in the middle though. That's why they call it Boatwrights. And on the other side is the quick service. Oh, here's a look at the menu at Boatwrights. Wow. Taste of the Bayou. I'm definitely going to be getting that later on tonight. But right now, I just need a little lunch. Since I'll probably get the taste of the Bayou at Boatwright's later, I might want to get some jambalaya here. The best thing about the quick service here is it's not just hamburgers, hot dogs, and pizza. It's actually New Orleans cuisine. They got po' boys, gumbo, jambalaya, a lot of really good things. Here is a quick look at the menus. They've got a bunch of new things like lemon pepper parmesan chicken strips. That's kind of interesting. A beef po' boy, and then some good breakfast too. Vanilla pancakes, but I think I want jambalaya. You can do mobile ordering, but if the lines aren't too bad, I'll probably just grab it here. Well, I decided on mobile ordering my food, and I came out to the quiet pool so I can enjoy it, and I got jambalaya. I always get the jambalaya whenever I come to Port Orleans, but I also got the lemon pepper parmesan chicken strips because they're new, and I wanted to show you. But I love this jambalaya, and I love the little cornbread. I like to get a little bit of everything in one bite. There you go. Cornbread jambalaya. Oh. The jambalaya is always incredible, and this is a pretty good portion for like $12, $13. And here are the lemon pepper parmesan chicken strips. You get french fries with it, and look at those chicken strips. I think they look like regular Disney chicken strips, just with parmesan and lemon pepper on them. I was thinking maybe I can put the chicken in with the jambalaya, but I don't know how that would taste. Like if it was just plain chicken, it would be okay, but lemon pepper jambalaya, I don't think that mixes too well. So we're just going to try them on their own. Gonna break that tender. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's all the breading. I think I just ripped the breading off, but we're gonna go. Oh, wow. Shockingly lemony delicious. I like it a lot. And I wasn't sure if I was going to like the Parmesan. You can see at the bottom there, the lemon pepper is kind of like a drizzle. Like it's like a liquid drizzle. And then the Parmesan is just the Parmesan cheese that they put on top there. But these are pretty amazing. They're pretty delicious. Curious minds gotta know though, how is lemon pepper jambalaya? So we're gonna find out. Got a big chunk of chicken on there and some jambalaya. Ooh, and some cornbread left over. I don't think I like that. I would definitely get the chicken strips again, just on their own. And you know how I love this jambalaya. It's pretty nice out. Just hanging out here by the pool. Got a nice little table all to myself. This is the quiet pool over at Magnolia Bend. And I also want to keep on saying Mongolia, but that's the beef. Enough of the lunch business. I really enjoyed the jambalaya, and like I said, I probably would get those lemon pepper Parmesan chicken strips again. Just not, mixed together. It doesn't taste good. And I stopped back to the room to check on Gracie Girl and take her out for a little walk. And it looks like it's starting to rain a little bit. I wanted to show you guys the pool and the water slide, but it might close for inclement weather. We'll keep an eye on it. And I guess for the rest of the day, we're just going to hang out, relax, watch some TV, and then get ready for dinner later on, and hopefully the rain stays away, because I definitely want to make a walk over to French Quarter for some beignets. Look at little Gracie laying in her bed. Are you chilling in your Port Orleans resort? You want to go for a little walk? You want to go out and go pee-pee? You want to go pee-pee? I wanted to bring Gracie out to the front, and it looks like the horses are actually out right now. You want to go see some horses, Gracie? You want to go see the horses? Wow, this is really cozy. We're just hanging out on the porch, rocking in our rockers. The horses are getting ready to take off. I don't even think she realizes there's two horses literally sitting right out front of us right here. They're getting ready for their nightly carriage rides. You can pre-book this. Actually, they do reservations over the phone, I think, but you can always walk up and ask. Usually they're sold out. I already checked for tonight. They are sold out. But if there is an opening, I'd love to do it. It's really cozy. But right now, this is pretty nice and relaxing. Yeah, Gracie? You having a good time? She's okay with rockers, but get her anywhere near a hammock and oh no! Oh, there goes the horses, flopping away. You want to go inside? What are you doing over here? You want to go see them? They're right here. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's go over the bridge. Come on, Grace. I don't think Gracie is afraid of the horses, but maybe the horses are afraid of Gracie, so I didn't want to get too close. Just from the distance, just enough that she can hear the clop. Here is a list of all of the activities that you can do at the resort. And like I said, they really do have a lot that you can do. They have a mosaic class, movie under the stars, campfire on the bayou, nighttime trivia, glow with the flow. They have like a light, like a glow thing at the pool there. And then they have Mickey tie-dye and the fishing hole we already did. So definitely a lot of stuff to keep you occupied. I showed you guys the back of our building, but now I want to show you the front because it's so pretty over here. Look at this. Like, sometimes it's hard to believe that this is a resort. This is Oak Manor. This is the building that we're staying in. It's got a nice little fountain over here, some grass that Gracie could play around in. This is where they have the wedding ceremonies I was talking about. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? It literally looks like a mansion. I dropped Gracie back off at the room and switched out for my dinner attire. Now it's time to make our way to Boatwright's for a taste of the bayou. It looks like the rain actually pushed everyone indoors. It's very quiet out here now. I wish it was this quiet when I was walking around with Gracie, but we made it to Boatwright's. This is the sit-down restaurant here, and it's all you care to enjoy. Well, they have skillets service, like family style. The restaurant itself is very pretty, and like I pointed out before, they got a big boat right in the middle. Look at how big it is in here, and there's multiple dining rooms. They have another dining room over here that actually has a fireplace and a bunch of cool stuff on the walls. And we got a cozy little spot, cozy spot next to the fireplace. The restaurant is a little dark, so I'm going to try my best to show you the food. But let's take a look at the menu because they have other things other than the taste of the bayou. Here is a look at the menu, and like I said, they have the taste of the bayou, all you care to enjoy, and it's $38 a person, but they do have regular entrees that you can do a la carte. Roasted prime rib, jambalaya, shrimp pappardelle, but I'm all here for the bayou business. I heard the desserts here are amazing, but like I said, I was trying to save it for the French Quarter so we can get some beignets, but I don't know if I can pass up a peanut butter pie. We'll see how full I am after we get done with the taste of the bayou. And just like that, the feast of the bayou has arrived. Look at all of this food, and I love the coloring of the plate. The mac and cheese right in the middle, the corn sauteed with bacon. We got ribs, we got brisket, we got chicken, chimichurri, shrimp, and some bread. This really is a bayou extravaganza. First things first, I think we should get to the rib business here. Look at those ribs. Wow, I'm excited, and they're very tender and delicious. Ooh. The ribs are delicious, and they literally fall right off the bone. But I also wanted to point out, the shrimp doesn't come with the taste of the bayou. This is a enhancement, and it costs $10. But that's a lot of shrimp. $10 for 6 shrimp, and they're pretty beefy, and they got chimichurri on it. Now we gotta try the brisket. Brisket is very saucy, like it's loaded with barbecue, but I like things saucy. I'm saucy. Wow. So far, I really feel like this tastes from the bayou, and I really love all the barbecue on it. That's something I wasn't expecting, especially on the bayou, but the brisket's barbecue, the chicken's barbecue, the ribs barbecue, it's all on the plate. And of course, we can't forget about the chicken. I love chicken. It's the healthiest part of the meal here. Overall, I really like what they did with the menu. Before this, they had, I think, fried chicken and hot links, but I like barbecue. I'm a big rib and brisket fan, and the shrimp is delicious. But if I had to pick just one thing, my favorite is the brisket. The brisket, sorry, I had a little burp there. But I also like the corn, because it's like a succotash, and I like to say succotash. I feel like I gotta give this peanut butter pie a try. Everybody's been saying it's amazing, so we'll get a little bit. We won't eat it all because I still want to get the beignets, but if it starts raining, we can get beignets in the morning. Beignets for breakfast. And now the peanut butter pie has arrived, and this looks kind of special. It looks fancy. In fact, this might be the fanciest looking peanut butter pie I've ever had. I don't even know what half of this stuff is, but I'm gonna try it. Look at this little thing. It looks like you have to build a bite. You know how you have to get a little bit of everything in one bite. Some caramel. I don't know what that is right there. Oh yeah, there we go. Get some cookie crumbs. Get some of the top there. Ooh. It's going to be a peanut butter surprise. Oh wow. Wow, this is really, really good. I was not expecting that. This is actually phenomenal. Now I see what all the hype is. That's probably the best peanut butter pie I've ever had in my life. Because it's not overly peanut buttery, and it's got a great consistency. I like that it's kind of like a scoop of peanut butter ice cream, but that's not ice cream. That's actually like peanut butter pie there. Very, very good. I love it here. Well, Boatwright's was amazing, and that peanut butter pie was phenomenal. I'm so happy I decided on getting it, and I really like what they did with the taste of the bayou. I feel like it's like much better quality food. The other food I think they had on it was like fried chicken and links, like I mentioned, and this is a little bit more rounded. Overall, it was a great experience, and Rebecca, my server, she was fantastic. The whole entire team was amazing, and I'm glad we got to eat there. With those skies looking so dark as they are, like I said, I don't know if we're going to be making any adventures out tonight. But I wanted to show you the bus that takes you to Disney Springs on the good old Sassagoula River here. And it's really cool. I don't know how often it will come. It's about a 10-minute boat ride, and it has a couple other stops along the way. But it's a very nice amenity when you're staying at a resort, just to have some other transportation other than buses. And plus, who doesn't like being out on the water? I had to come back to the room and just digest for a little bit. That was a lot of food, and the peanut butter pie, like I said, was good, but I didn't finish it all. And now that the rain has stopped, it's gotten dark out, so maybe we'll go make a walk over to French Quarter so we can get some beignets. I feel like I've been eating a lot on this trip, but there's so many good spots here at Port Orleans, and we kind of want to do everything, or at least I want to show you everything. I was thinking how cool would it be if they had little fireflies in the back of the headboard. I know some rooms have that effect to it, and I thought it would be nice if they did it here, especially since it's on the bayou. And Gracie's just chilling over here, chilling in her bed. Look at her, she's actually really chilling. What are you doing? You relaxing? Are you relaxing? You want to go for a walk or you want to just chill? I think she's done for the day. I think she just wants to hang here, but maybe we'll go over and get some beignets. I'll bring you something back, okay? You can walk to French Quarter if you want. It's only about a 5-minute walk, well, especially from where we're staying, because we're in like the back of the resort. Or you could take the boat, and the boat stops here before it goes to Disney Springs. But because it's been on and off rain, I decided to just drive over. We just want to come grab some beignets. I don't want to be here too long. I want to get back to the bed and get all cozy with Gracie. I love hearing the music when you walk in the French Quarter. Oh, look, someone got a minivan. That's so cool. I love riding in the minivans. And they also have a jazz club in here where they have live jazz music nightly. Oh, it actually looks very busy in here. Sometimes the line for the beignets is kind of long because they're so popular. And I think that's what's happening right now. Holy moly. That is a very long line for beignets. I was not expecting that. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know what to say right now. How much do we really like the beignets? Wow, it goes all the way back here. Holy moly, that might have been the longest I've ever waited for beignets in there. And it moved really fast, but it's Easter week and we're just coming off spring break. And like I said, it's very popular. But I ended up getting a bag of beignets. And I love it when they're in the bag because you can shake them up. You gotta shake them up and get that powdered sugar everywhere, you know? So let's dive on in. And also, after I indulge in some beignets, I think I want to head into Scat Cat's Lounge. That's the jazz club over there, and just hang out and listen to some jazz music. I hope I don't get powdered sugar all over myself. I'm gonna try to eat them over the bag. But cheers. Cheers. Oh, they're so hot. They're so hot. Wow. Cheers to Mickey beignets. Whew. You can always ask them for extra powdered sugar if you want, but I feel like these are pretty well powdered, and I ended up only getting 3 of them. They sell them in sets of 3 and 6. If they had just single ones, I probably would get that, but I'll probably just eat the ears off all these ones. Sadly, the shirt did not survive the powdered sugar mess. I got a little bit everywhere. Gotta shake it off. Shake it like a salt shaker. I think the best thing is just hanging out here, listening to the music. I think there was just a bug on this beignet, but I'm still gonna eat it. Did you see it? It just flew in and kind of landed on it and took off. Maybe I got a little bit of the sugar. Oh, not the blue shirt! But look at how cool this is. I saw that they were selling these Easter monorails, and I ran into one of my friends and they gave it to me, and I was like, no way! It's literally a spring mini monorail, and I think it's one of the ones you can wind up and it drives away. But that's so cool. You never see Easter merch at Disney. I really cannot believe how busy French Quarter is at the moment. There was no tables. I literally were eating my beignets off a trash can, but shockingly, that's not the first time I've done that. In fact, I've probably eaten beignets off trash cans more than I have tables. Here is a look at the jazz club. It's the Scat Cats Club, and they have live entertainment. Look at this. And you can come in here and actually eat beignets and just enjoy the music. Wow. And with that, I think we are done here today. The Scat Cats Lounge was a lot of fun. It was cool just to hang out there. I got most of the powdered sugar off of me. I probably got to take a shower and wash my beard though, because I still think it's in there. But overall, this was an amazing trip and I really needed it. And I'm happy that I was able to make a video and, share with you all the resort has to offer. Hopefully, I'll be back in the swing of things and back on my normal schedule soon. soon. I'm probably going to take a couple more days in between videos just because I really do want to get healed up, and it's a little bit too early to get back into the parks where I'm walking around for, several hours. So this resort stay was actually perfect and much needed. Now I think I'm going to hit the sack, call it a night. Gracie girl will probably hop up there. I wonder if she'll hop up with me. Gracie, time for bed. Come on. Whoa. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. Bye.